honest and boring. Is my mic working? It is. Alright, we continue where I left off. I should check the save manually in case it's done something again. See where I am. This seems right. Ooh, that frame rate. There we go.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at once.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
What's her name took over?
Take everything that's not in the way, and nail to the walls, and get caught. So what's here now?
Things have been a mite haywire.
Well, aren't you the eccentric sort?
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
Nothing to worry about. Just tell me what happened, and I'll be out of your hair. I don't know if I've met the Proctor before. What's your role here? That would be after an attack was launched under your nose and you lost control here.
Oh, no, I wouldn't frame it quite like that, of course. It's less what
Like an
happened than
antes.
who happened. Initiate Alva, that is. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. Her role was to launch transport pods of volatile uranium to collection points in space. Not at the outposts of our rivals. Those poor, short-sighted commercialists. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
Well, no, that's not a sign. I'll take it from here. By an accusation, can you back it up? What makes you think she's a
Within a
sleeper
beat
agent?
of us hearing of the attack, Alpha seized command of the system. and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
Think we can draw to her down? Probably need to investigate a bit before murdering anyone. You were arguing with her earlier? What about?
Fervent professements of innocence mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for histrionics. What with all that, hiding their identities and all. Then bursting forth like a pent-up arachnid. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes?
I need to investigate before we murder anyone.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a
the
problem.
guilty one. You framed her. Yeah. Only sneak attack. Ooh, I don't know if I can get away with sneak attack in this, but save scum's a thing. Oh, I don't think this would count because it's a robot, though. Let's not push our luck. Really don't understand why it doesn't show you how much you have of an item. My patience. Okay, so let's make sure we have plenty of those. What's your quest? These are recipes. Oh, it's here. I have plenty of those. I feel like I was short on something. I don't remember what though. Monster game. Damage. Just made some of the ammo. Order acts as one. Yeah, I have that outfit. Remember, I is imaginary.
Show your work or shove off.
Field? Let's test the theory. Okay, I indeed got no heart. Let's see.
Would you describe the miraculous construct as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Watch didn't actually catch me. Ooh. Plasma pistol advanced energy modulator reduces ammo cost.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet.
Time.
I am so pleased a reliable party is actively engaged.
How do you know I'm a reliable party, or you just buttered me up? I can get the top here, can I? I think so. I don't think so. Like this place. Any colorful crystals.
Sorry to cut you off, but
There's
I'm
little you
encumbered
can tell
with
me
various
I couldn't also
concepts
tell
of
you.
the existential variety.
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
I'm confident that is
Of course,
death.
she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation since. Just a run-of-the-mill golden mean machine.
Listen to yourself. You're disproving your own substantiation. Her actions prove otherwise, I contend.
No hidden secret loot. Fun. Okay, nothing. I'm surprised this has collision. No, 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 no. Oh, damn, dude, the fall damage is a little brutal. The last time I saved and killed the robot? this is where? Okay. Oh, no,
Alva's
just
been
now.
here
Okay.
for how many years? I never noticed her. Just
I bet you
blended
could
in
get on
with the
top of
scenery
that, but that ain't
somehow.
gonna do anything for me.
Two exemplars.
I've lost faith in the
dead
super
as
secret
Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation
platforming secrets.
Run-of-the-mill.
Investigator. Factor said head on in.
Glad those not skilled at math can fulfill some other function. I only question them being in roles of significant.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Speak to both parties. And this place
Always
is big.
account for standard deviation.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Well, she might send me to look around, like here or something. And if she doesn't, I will anyway.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
I'll pick 8. How close am I? So, 2 initiates appear to have been shot. Observation. Based on your determination of the body states and location appears the initiate was forced to fire on the other, who in turn shot him. Oh.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Looks like somewhere it'd be really easy to miss some stuff.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Oh my! That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
Dr. Sovboda, as I tell you.
Since you haven't, I do hope you've reconsidered. Or that you find her single-minded belief I'm to blame here as equally mystifying as I do. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of
The
all
guys
this.
that you killed that took considerable skill.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks.
Right, this is all suspicious. Mentally suspicious. Not sure I believe you. You seem competent for someone stuck at an initiate level.
I've refused a few promotions over the years. Undemanding work provides me ample personal time for my stories. I enjoy speculative fiction. Does that make me suspicious?
No. Enjoying speculative fiction is not yet deemed a crime by Earth Directorate law. Premeditated murder and acts of terror are.
Right, this is all mentally suspicious. Not sure I believe
Now
you.
you're doubting me too? The Proctor's delusions have become infectious. If only I had some way of demonstrating the truth. dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
My Blues Please, we promise not to if I help you.
If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please may the plan favor us against long odds.
Evacuational dithering? Trust you, game. Nothing. There was something on this side at least. Sealed, huh? Don't see any way to get up there. Says it's gonna kill him. He did not. Why tell me if gonna kill if not gonna kill?
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Black Abyss. Oh, does the robot not? Hell yeah, brother. He's not a snitch. With the clankers. Okay. Get over here.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. Always account for standard deviation.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Like you, robot. You're a good guy. Ain't no snitch. Records repository. Glass? That definitely looks like glass. Definitely glass. It's just a lift. Launch records consist of a number lick paper, dub, apply expertise, ex-convict. Yo, look closer. Launch record consists of a number of instructions that are time-stamped and uniquely marked. Using the time of the launch, initiate alpha supplied. Let's look up the recent launch. The entry shows that it was directed to outpost opportunity. You also detect a slight error from the records, but it's unclear if that's just the type of paper or product printing process. Record clearly shows Initiative Alpha launched the payload outpost opportunity, but it's undisputable that she fired the command through. But the smell seems curious. What were the two options again? One was dumb and...
To the rescue! Sight unseen! Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed!
Oh, really, Twitch. Background ex-convict. Okay, so it's fake paper. Or something's forged or something. Messages. 10-year archivist lander. Subject order caution. I find a reminder that there remains a 19.8% chance of coming face to face with phase 2 cephalothorax. Overactive of uncomfortable size, toothy disposition in the lower levels of manufacturing. College and grads, please be wise. As overseer of this facility, you are clearly allowed full access to all areas and equipment. But your presence in our laboratory remains a distraction at best and at worst a cause of anxiety for our members at a junior facility. The best in launch records. Test records expunged. Please review the backup physical records. Okay, that's not so slow. Let's go talk to her. I feel like I haven't liked the scholar one. The class is ex-convict one.
Earth Directorate friend.
Well, hello. Have an update?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
You seem unexpected cordial.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
But you're secretly spying for someone. You know that I've got my eye on you?
You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times, I suppose. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find?
Which you find the payload Apple Street, Purple Smoke Boulevard.
I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientist knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
Well, then tell us who's responsible. Someone left you to pull the trigger.
There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about Proctor Svoboda. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it?
I had a feeling.
Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of
You got a
inquiry.
group you're playing with, or you
A
playing
uranium
solo?
leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look.
It kind
Don't
of.
you think?
I feel like yes, but a lot of the time it's not a matter of choice. It's just it's gonna happen. The three of us. There's been the third to join. Let's go. The game's definitely a lot better with a group than a solo. It's nice that it's your Q solo, you're against other solos though, so it's not the worst as a solo. I feel like yes, most of the time if we see people we do PvP, but sometimes there are situations where they're like, no, we just want to do something, we're trying to do the same thing or something similar, so just leave each other alone. Yeah. Agreed. You can run in real quick, get some stuff you need, and just get out real quick. Be in and out. You don't need to ask, oh, do you have stuff you don't need? You can just go get what you want, be gone. Really fun game with other people. I didn't play any tonight. I meant to take a short nap and ended up taking much longer. I'm up streaming a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably try to go to sleep again in a couple hours to do the old sleep a bit, wake up, sleep a bit thing. Can we prove the launch is altered?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
Look into your line, no, I guess play along. Or continue for like know more about who I'm working with.
Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and pray for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
How far along are you with your... So did you just start playing today? Like how much hours have you put into it so far? Is that also on this? No, this looks green now. I'll have to go both. Central processing first.
Proctor Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying.
Are you saying you're capable of murder? Oh. Why did it die in one hit? I don't get it. It confuses me. I'm not complaining. But actually, yeah, I am complaining. Do the damage you tell me you're gonna do. What have done like half of it took an HP. These are like a bit tough here. I don't see anything down there though. Is anything full? No.
Over here.
Sweeter. Okay, fine, we'll talk to you now. Pickpocket him.
Finally, a favorable happenstance. After I became stuck in here, those organisms appeared, all hungry-eyed and slavering profusely. The door jammed. Not sure how. Worked perfectly acceptably earlier.
Hold on, tell me what happened. Oh no, my old enemy doors. Whatever will I do?
Depends on your level of moxie and know-how, I suspect. Let me think. You could try jimmying the door open if you have engineering expertise. Or, I don't know, engage in a routine advanced physical regime. Otherwise, the safety reset is in a wall panel around the corner. Though that seems a bit boring for a dynamic sort like you.
I have enough engineering skills where I could probably fashion an elegant workaround.
Oh, then what are you waiting for? Should be able to make quick work of that door.
Alright, let's kill everything before we get you killed. Oh god, more?
Not quite charged yet.
This unit patiently awaits repair.
Quick enough. How the fuck can't I grab onto that? Oh. I end up doing a lot of like unintentional platforming in this. Nothing.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
It's processing. If I want to review and launch coordinates, I do it here, yes?
Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
Do you examine the exposed wiring? What do you think happened here?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both.
Where were you on attack, the time of attack on outpost opportunity?
I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
What do you know about Initiate Alva?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Okay, thanks. I'll go let you live. You better not catch me stealing. I really will kill you.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
Yeah. Patrick Race switches cables connected to facilities command systems. An obvious rewiring of the cables here is noticeable. Observe thoroughly, think ingeniously. Remember the wires were specifically configured to reroute the coordinate commands from Initiate Alva's location. Operations room. Okay. And next. More. I don't know why that thing's dying like that, but okay. Is it not counting a power attack or something?
May all your theories prove true.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
You'd think if she were responsible for the attack, she'd have happily thrown it in my face.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Yes, suppose you'll do.
What do you want?
I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
Allergic to everything. Good luck. What I don't already know on topic, I'm smart enough to figure out.
Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
Oh, you got yourself a specialist or a reasonable stand-in.
Tremendous. Why this day may deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
I think you ought to loot. There's a lot of alternate paths. Going on here? Probably better to explore around before after or rather, clear all this stuff. So, what is this guy? Control board allows you to update systems with Zeranium overflow venting system. Oh, good old Lucky. Make a lucky guess. So the pressure limits of Zeranium gets you down. It's almost like does that need this console to fail? This change required clearance. Almost a level. Definitely want engineering 5.
Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded.
Done here yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna end up coming back here or what.
Uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Maybe you can help me with some answers then?
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Am I quickly assuming the leak occurred after the attack post on
Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Do you know anything about Initiate Alpha?
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Was he going lurking here before the leak occurred?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am greatly This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations, can't miss it, unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
Yeah. Awesome, thank you. You also get to get not murdered. This, right? Yeah, there's 2 places I can get this, right? Personal exception, Initial Alpha, room. During recent discussions, Initial Alpha has shown a profound unwillingness to discuss early motivational factors and aspirations. This notably frustrating disposition research to unable to adequately project her career path. When I detailed this concern to the Initiate, I was met with silence, one that can only characterize her as stony. If I were to draw conclusions based on this data drawn from years of similar interviews, I would say that it almost appears that she's being evasive. Is this gonna make me not be able to get like conclusive evidence and I have to decide? Oh no. They're all sus. Accounting for every possibility operated from the Archive Central Intelligence on Cloister UENI is a moon-sized miracle ice-cooled computertronics, a most universal tool for solving the universal equation. Observation secrets. Didn't you say the thing was found here? Did I pick it up already? I'm supposed to be getting from her, if I'm honest. I don't think whatever it was in here. Was it this room? Or was this the room? The guy in it? I need to
Always
find that
account
other
for standard
room
deviation.
that I should be able to get into with the high security clearance
And
thing.
may the plan guide you.
Oh, was it her door? Listen here. Hurrah. Engineering 5. We're gonna get that up to 5. I could get speech to 5 now and then do 2 and hack, 2 science after that. Marksman assault and sniper rifles deal increased damage at distances greater than 20 meters but less below the distance. Instinctive. That's a lot of sneak. I have no leadership, huh? I like the sound of this one. At some point I'll probably try to get that. Chain charge faster and you immediately gain positive reputation with all factions as bonuses given. Yeah, that requires a lot. This bonus is given for all factions and already met upon selecting this perk. Granted immediately when you meet a new one. As long as the faction doesn't already dislike you, you become exalted with them, gaining max positive bonuses. Wow. Abrasive trait still prevents your reputation from ever going right above neutral. 20% campaign boost. That's a nice perk. That's 80%. It's also nice. Too bad. Two of them at 5. Okay. Any damage to weak human and creatures frightens them for a short duration. Has a cooldown between activations which shortens their speech skills. Strong enemies such as the dudes and bosses cannot be frightened this way until their health has been sufficiently reduced. Until they're weak, basically, I'm guessing. Okay, so we make engineering 5. Could get tinkering, but I don't think I want to. Let's see. Sorry, let's just do this plan 2. Engineering. Let's do engineering and speech since I can do both to 5 right now. Then I'll do science or terms. Sasino. Your health is 20% against affliction, so this is combat. Slow more while using technical time ventilation gadget. You can increase evasion chance of coming attacks. Additionally, anytime you evade, you restore a small amount of gadget energy. This can occur regardless of whether technical time ventilation is active or not. This is pretty nice. Oh, +1 energy? That's not very much, David. Conversation options that reduce reputation with faction are highlighted before choosing them. Additionally, gain a bonus damage against humans. Treasure Hunter's kind of tempting. Spits more crafting materials. Only I could turn them to my side. Auto mechanicals will always drop some additional stuff. Critical chance against all weapons and all weapons against all enemies. The chances based on strong enemies such as leaders and bosses aren't heavy damage. I don't actually know what I want here. I mean, I could hang on to the point and maybe use it later, but eh. That's so stupid. Oh, we'll fight for you for 5 seconds. Interesting. Only automatons, though. I'm kind of thinking face reader or treasure hunter, one of these two. Okay, yeah, let's do treasure hunter or face reader. That might be a moot point getting this because I lose so much reputation from the accidental stealing. Lagoon armor stolen. See. Christmas suit. I feel like I should have got the thing that gave me more loot, man. Oh, was it for this place? Is it still sealed? It is not sealed. Experience for that one. I don't think there's any use for the top floor, but I'll go check to make sure. Because I'm not very confident in that. You have Essence of Rigor Kilo. Heals 725 health. Plus 10 Zyranium boost. This is what she was talking about, huh? Does heal alive. His toxicity isn't too bad.
I'm here to maintain security, not to teach you remedial calculus.
I'm quite possibly going to kill you. Well, you're the one I tried to kill before, and the game bailed me. Let me go check that top floor. This room, been in. That's it. It's just time to go talk to this lady.
Recharging as fast as it can, Commander!
Invest.
Oh, hello, dear.
Well, let me be right back real quick. Got some shit. Too much, man.
Returned already. I'm sure.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Someone rerouted launch coordinates and pushed processing setting past tolerances.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how.
Svoboda doesn't seem capable of engineering all of
I
this.
wholeheartedly agree, but her incompetence hardly absolves her. I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a bit. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Evidence doesn't prove she was guilty, and you clearly aren't telling us everything.
Yes, certain facts don't quite line up. You're holding something back. That much is obvious. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
Great to meet you, former Endpoint Delgado. I don't know what to call you now. Wait. How long have you been here undercover?
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
That's okay. Been lying for years. Why should we listen to you now?
Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
Dude, I just put point in the speech and I'm still way too low. Otherwise you only get killed if you try to stop her, right? I haven't seen enough proof to determine who is guilty or innocent here.
afraid the two of you are forcing my hand here.
Looks like a fight.
Some disappointing loot. Did I save beforehand? It looks like I did. I don't want to see both the outcomes.
Fate and fortune converge.
You don't have anything more to say to me? Let me see what's above
Investigate.
It's so cool.
You dealt with Alva, I understand. So very unfortunate.
I need to find
But
out.
sadly necessary.
Well, utterly filled with regrets.
Really? I think you'd have become inured to killing in your line of work. Oh, I practically forgot in all the excitement. We discovered Alva's secret workroom. It's down the path to the left outside, in the old toxic effluvium repository. I'm sure it's filled with incriminating...
I've gotten this before? Oh, no, I couldn't have. Because it was sealed before. Unless there's like another way to get into it or something. Well, I want to know who this lady was working for that did the bombing. That's like the whole point. I guess maybe I'll find that here. Haven't had any companion code conversations come up recently. Poison's organic targets with xyranium, causing them to take progressively more damage from this weapon. Auto mechanicals will take no damage and instead become overcharged, gaining speed and power. Can I get an auto mechanical companion? Okay, I can kind of do this. Welcome, unspecified associate. Select the message from identified subject to your orders. Well, it was her. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite fighting. Active fighting between anti-choice and order. Instead, has only resulted in investigation of localities that threaten to expose our plans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Levino from the start. Cooperate with the Orth Directorate agent insofar as it does not lead back to us. We know that further failure will be met with severe consequences. In light of recent setbacks, DeVries has concluded that we are to pursue contingency plan A476. Okay. With further instructions will be issued at the time of my predetermined. Conclude your investigations, iron manufacturer. Okay. So what happens if
My
I...
fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
It appears Seer Wiley has committed an act of unforeseen betrayal. Immediate intervention at the monastery is advised.
Getting a little interesting.
Ah, well, don't let me keep you. Must say, your help has been invaluable here. When you speak with the abbot, please tell him I said to give you the highest of marks.
If he's still alive. I wonder what that 8 speech option was. I want more experience. I hate missing these things so much that I almost want to just go like grind experience somehow, just like find stuff to kill.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
Then I got understood then and understood now. Didn't keep me from you. Gave like a big asshole.
Regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today.
Apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
Sorry to hear that. Appreciate Borden's chess key.
turn back into an active war.
Anti-air accuracy reports, or accuracy rates. Mark 5 tracks the first major changes to anti-choice flight patterns. It should be noted that although the accuracy doesn't climb as quickly after this point, the amount of aircraft and landing shuttles touch down safely is still decreasing due to unsafe landings that result from the erratic flight pattern necessary to avoid our long-range weaponry.
The following song has been determined to facilitate
Accuracy rates.
constructive.
Longer-term projections for further fine-tuning of our anti-weaponry show diminished returns towards maximum 85.52%. Obviously, the final shortcoming is our own and purely a limitation of the weapons we currently are capable of producing. Unfettered by deficiencies, the equation we use for these calculations indicate that destroying 99% of enemy vehicles is fully possible. They also meant that a further 10.09% of anti-choice ships and drop pods do not land safely. We're effectively destroying anti-choice themselves. So although we cannot destroy every landing set, and we're fully equal to the task of destroying enough to blunt the advancements. Rubberhead debris. Potential personnel be advised that as our new anti-system mirrors can always expect a substantial amount of debris from destroyed enemy aircraft and drop pods. Please wear safety equipment and be alert at all times. Be advised that we have made an update to procedures regarding the abandonment and disposal of certain assets. It is critical points that prevent the forces of anti-choice from requiring any logic assembly that's against target weaponry. Without understanding the equation, it's doubtful that there would be relieving information of this asset, but it is not a risk we will willing to take. Then, anytime anti-air cannon is abandoned or damaged, when it is disposed of, the logic assembly unit must be absolutely disposed of. Justin firing out needs to account for the front line.
Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
I'll leave him alive for now. He's a name, so he gets to stay alive. Kind of weird that doesn't show an arrow on the mini map. Like the which way to go. I don't think this guy's being very effective in his guard duty.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. A general reminder for the especially studious: monitor your step when traversing between academical appointments. Do not read. The localized dimensional tears known as rifts are lethal to pedestrian traffic. They also attract bloodthirsty zealots. Said zealots are equally lethal to pedestrian traffic. If you must operate near or adjacent to said conspicuous dimensional disturbances, please take additional care. Eyes forward, voices out of academic journals.
So,
I hate when this misses.
Further beneficial content soon follows. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
Buying things of. There's no like ambience or anything. Looks like this was an underground part right here.
Perhaps it would be advantageous to...
When I get those things up to 5, I think my next thing's gonna be... I can't put any more pings, I don't think.
Can you give me an example that is true? Of course. The number when you square the root of 2. Explain. An isosceles right triangle. The smaller sides are measured both as 1. The length of the longest side then cannot fully be expressed by anyone. Are there any numbers you can name us? Are there any numbers that are famous? The ratio known as golden is written as between letter I. From the Fibonacci set beholden, second only to the number known as
Pick
pi.
anything.
Pi is a worldwide phenomenon. Attempt to square a circle and you'll need it. Don't confuse it with its homonym.
This is the landing pad.
It's a number you cannot eat. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is misrational. What's a number that has no ending? A number that we call transcending. A mathematics man named Euler. His work was that of genius and astounding. His number you see as a lowercase e. To calculate with infant compounding. They're irrational, irrational, irrational.
do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
If you
That's
have
good.
queries, I have figures.
Advanced calculation of miscibility settlement. What kind of data support the orders up to?
Given our present circumstances, most of my data revolves around, according to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation.
talk to you about all
clinics
this?
by quite. We have diverted internal. Then
I still don't get it, Pyotr.
How do you feel, darling?
I still don't get it, Pyotr. Run me through it again.
There's nothing to run through. I've
brought up your state with one of the exemplars. She told me to wait. Minutes later, she returned with the medicaments.
No, I can't believe that.
The Grand Plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe.
It's time for another installment.
What can they save a second ago? I was over here.
Sorry, busy.
From a new pupil, freshly converted from Auntie's Choice.
My time is yours. I haven't...
The matriarch personally.
Wonderful! I do enjoy educating the uneducated. The succinct answer is no. Our presiding bishop never met the matriarch, but let's look at all she has done. Over the course of her decades-long appointment as presiding bishop, Ruth Bassar has added multiple parameters to the calculated life equation of the matriarch. She has determined derivatives at multiple points along that function, obtaining a Maclaurin series with a convergent approximation beyond any previous sequence. Our infallible presiding bishop has approached an error dispersion exceeding 5 sigma, a level of calculation superior to all bishops before her. Her theses with confidence. If that did not sate your curiosity, then by all means, inquire again and again with abandon. I, Vicar Mogsai, will be happy to enlighten all who will listen.
What happens next may surprise you, but not us. Avid follower.
This guy looks like a loss.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's a rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift.
The famous stellar
Spirits are trying to stop some peace talks. Do you know anything about that?
No hesitation. Beige.
I don't know if it's going to let me choose this option afterwards. I want to see
Peace talks.
His answer was
Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening.
Wouldn't the average color be black?
So you're broadcaster to his fellow traders. He's in on the conspiracy.
No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken.
In the science of how hot objects absorb and
I told the transmission myself this year was under duress. He is working with the Rees.
there are no green stars.
If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend?
Radiation that falls upon it.
Well, there's a good reason to turn traitor. You sabotage his advancement.
And the matter reflects only a small portion of that radiation.
That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing?
However, most stellar objects.
You assume we're lying now, Wiley? If I had to guess, it's because you're afraid to lose him.
So they can be
I can't discuss this right now. The monastery.
100% of all electromagnetic radiation and re-emit some based on its temperature and composition.
Yes, high enough speech. I don't understand your attention with a lot, but I'm trying to help me understand. Where's charlatan?
The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy.
Are Auntie's choice in the Order negotiating terms anyway?
I would think the listeners.
Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that.
I'm losing my head there. I don't care about peace talks. I don't care about stuff in the ring here. Anything else?
Yes. Regardless of their current actions, those people up there are still members of the Order. My colleagues and friends. Please remember that. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Ignored empty as not change its fundamental hue. The light from
I failed something?
every gap.
Of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in
further
receiving
collaboration.
Our
Grand Architect.
visit your
Inspire Connor's called the lift.
Without defending your position, we won't accept a hunch or feeling. An idea
So did I need to pass the conversation check of 8?
prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. A proof is a deducible argument that removes any confusion. For a mathematical equation, logically guaranteeing the conclusion. Using inference and logic to cover all the bases. And with
He's not around. He wouldn't have been around anytime recently. So it's got to be what I'm talking to now. So I guess I can't.
prove it, yes you must prove it.
Let's accept it.
Galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar was gathered and fed into a central tabulator for computation. The subsequent spectral analysis produced a final answer to within 0.5% of the predicted value. And that result was beige. More
If only Wiley was here to advise me on what to do next.
Of color space, the hue is 42 degrees, while the saturation is a mere 9%, and the value is a full 100%.
Sorry, busy.
In more novice terms, while the color tends towards white, the addition of a variety of reds and some blues results in a more beige tone. And there you have it.
Please hurry. I fear for the safety of my
Alexander
seers.
Monastery is
And,
now under the control
everyone else.
As you study your lessons,
normal
stare
operating hours.
at the nondescript walls of your library.
Normal operating hours are likely to change. Thanks.
Classroom or dormitory facility, and exult in the knowledge that beige is also the
Are you
color
sure that rope
of
can
the
support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify.
Well, here they come.
Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming.
Sandwich. Instead, enjoy.
We'd love to help,
Watch out for Wiley.
but not as much as we
He's
prefer to
accounted
leave.
for everything.
Plan guides you.
He'll know you're coming.
From the Order of the Ascendant.
Oof.
Humorous
Grand
hot
Plan,
beverage
Grand
mug
Plan.
text recently observed, scienticians seek safety in numbers and enlightenment. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmythe, and I am the Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Mnemonistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers.
Senior Wiley said I wasn't on his list and let me go.
I know.
He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand.
Well,
where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
In remedial
I don't understand.
Those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that.
Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set
basically have a better
n2.
version of this.
A simple definition. Elegant, even uplifting, almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security.
Void it all! I told him he wasn't. Hey, body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect.
The archive incorporates prime numbers.
You lucky don't you actually I
He wanted his body donated to the order if it'd help advance the plan. I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
For corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numismatic, there are certain open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this. Is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so. But no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next...
Think when we kick his head in, it'll be simple enough for him to understand?
Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tunes for your audio canal and enriching content for your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension. An ongoing prolongation of existence advisory remains in effect for all presently transiting the Golden Ridge region. Utmost caution is highly urged. Refugees and travelers report targeted ambushment by desperate pharmaceutical-addled, chemically dehanced societal cast-offs who have succumbed to suffrage and plunder. Auntie's choice troops have bivouacked in trenches crisscrossing the highlands, and although a ceasefire exists, a healthy degree of circumspection remains advised. Newly introduced invasive species deposited here by Auntie's choice have been determined to be territorial, toothsome, and aggressive. Travelers are instructed to closely monitor their surroundings at all times whilst peregrinating outside inhabited areas. Those choosing to heed said forewarnings are predicted to have a 14.7% higher chance of survival.
End message with an emphatic sign-off such as, you'll
You
never
cannot
be
possibly
sad
do
when
the
you
right
have
thing
solutions.
today without knowing what will happen tomorrow. Drop our predictory
Apparently was an note to self,
today.
not to be read aloud.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Function F to the N.
equally. Starting Z, function Fn-1 plus the F minus 2. In all cases that we know, starting where N is so low. Now you know just what
okay, well that makes this quicker.
cycle. Here's the cue. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers with a graph that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
I am but a single gear in the grand workings of the universe and should not expect to control all of its mechanisms.
This guy has that outfit that.
Not friendly life form detected. The golden spiral, a part that's quite so vital, arcing.
Nice of Sir Wiley to leave us this night light. Anticipating trouble.
34, we're counting through. Unless you can expedite hemostasis until the flow within a fraction of a second.
Yep.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal threshold.
I never use the distraction grenades, and I should sometimes. What's going on here? Oh, does it heal him?
It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci. Looks like a fight.
I don't even know where I am immediately.
Back in business. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 1, 44, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Define the recurrence relation. Get us to sequence summation. Define the recurrence relation. Get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
I shouldn't be able to save you in combat.
Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Yes.
Predictory today.
I hate to ask for help, but help?
Stay tuned for what follows.
Your confidence.
Back in, little kid. Let's get you healed. Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way.
Interested in receiving
Lay low, Commander. Medic's ordered.
The sniper needs to go. Music does not match the situation at all.
Resuming hostilities.
Back in business.
Lost sight of target.
Let me handle this.
I think healing her is really annoying. Oh, he's dead.
Finishing mechanism.
Emergency protocols ready. Valerie unit requires service.
Drug addiction. You use the inhaler so much you become reliant. Individual uses are no longer as potent. But you build a tolerance from overuse. That's 20% health, minus 40% toxicity. It seems good, no? Accepted 3 flaws. What was the name? I got some achievement. I think it was Flawed Hero.
This looks a lot like those N-ray junction boxes. Still got the scanner on you?
Ooh, the healing thing go. I want that. Can I get a pick up to the 2nd floor and just explore more of that? Alright, let's take a little break from the radio. Oh, Invisible walled bathhouse. Vatican's a lengthy section of order reading material, some headings stand out. Paradoxes of the point we postulate. Only necessary ones say no to 0.0001% of margins error. Risky relief, the unwritten peril of undue linear cursal in the restroom.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that.
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes, that. But also not everyone will share of the plan. We gave them the option to join us. It's not our fault they chose wrong.
Dwelling on the quotient of the moment is to risk missing the product of the next.
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action. Violence.
May all solutions precede problems. Gathering heuristics. Investigating phenomena. Noisemaker located.
Time to earn.
God damn it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
back in business.
I let me thrive under the pressure, but you know me, Archie. Archie. I invest in an environment of peace and relaxation. So what if I log some minor water damage on a tome or two? I know, sloppy and be careless, but I must endure a litany of recrimination for forevermore. If you ask those venerable scholars in another hold, the answer would be yes. I can't stand to suffer more beratement, and my research requires a certain reference book currently in their possession. The essential history of mechanized tours. Perhaps you might go in and treat them. Title on my behalf. Circuit breaker appears controlled power for both the bathhouse and the attached courtyard. From the attached courtyard. Further the wiring guide and route the power to the attached courtyard. Let's define this then. Okay, refund on my distraction devices. This would just take me to where I just was, right? Yeah. Find the book.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time. Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying.
Collection drawer is currently locked from the other side. Oh, they're gonna want something from me. I guess this is where I'm gonna get what I need. Bad ache, I ate hack. I wouldn't have to do this. Okay, I should probably stop soon.
Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
75 thesis uses an outdated model. Actually, it's less reliable than you suppose. I have no option, but you do have a little next doors I can borrow.
I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this?
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
There are times where war is necessary to prevent greater evil taking place. War is always wrong. Only results was suffering. Oh, what's your argument? I don't have an opinion on war.
And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
If what materials do you need if you can find them? What's stopping you from going and getting the material yourself?
Lack of a door, for starters.
You're currently standing outside of an anchor hold. My colleague and I have chosen to permanently enclose ourselves within this cell to lead a life of concentrated purpose. As anchorites of the Order, it is our duty to postulate on the universe's perplexities for the benefit of observers. In this way, we advance the plan through empirical knowledge.
Like the matter of pain, I decided to help you. What do you need? Have you not killed each other?
Who's to say we haven't tried?
My colleague is joking. The answer to your question is simple. All anchorites undergo extensive testing before being admitted to such a calling. You might say we are compatible.
We'll just watch you morning, noon, and night?
We observe periods of rest like all living creatures, but otherwise, yes. When in conversation, we welcome all to attend and learn.
We have privacy curtains. It's less trouble than you're making it out to be.
What, you have to get shower, food, all this other stuff? What you describe sounds like literal torture.
Then it's a good thing you're standing on that side of the window, isn't it?
I'd be happy to help you. What materials do you need?
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Actually, I'm gonna need a book of the Those Doors and Wiring if you have one.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer.
Is it though?
But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
So there's any chance a woman named Degrees came to you for your advice?
Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Was it danger to Arcadia? Did she give you any indication of her future plans? What questions did she ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama.
Makes sense. There's plenty of drama happening here in the monastery right now.
I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Dear Wally has staged a coup. He's taking over the monastery through force.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though.
Got some bad news for you on that
I
front.
see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon. Much
What does it say? Oh, I missed it. Oh, I gotta go to the collection, so you can note saying that book of wiring was in possession by the anchorites. It was surprisingly some volume and door wiring from what's in the drawer. Did this say chapter 37? Is it a really thin book and like each chapter is super short? Hmm. Where is this place where these books are? I don't want to dip out of here. Oh, this dormitory. Doors barred shut. Overlook enemies.
Armed and ready.
Will be terminated.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Google device.
Seal Wiley set and hold position.
Emergency
Will be terminated.
Well, I can't kill that, so it must be that that's the discovery. Well, it's late. I should probably stop.
Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help.
It's been pretty slow too, so I can just bounce. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm out of here. If anyone's lurking around, you got a good one. See ya. Easy. See you, YouTube. Good one.